Number one time coming to you from Atek Grid up on top of the big old Space Needle. That's right. That's where the talk show, radio show, TV show, whatever we can show is played. And on my right, I have the wonderful Leon and his wonderful partner, Michelle. Aeon, is that right? Or is it? Yeah, something like that. And so, go ahead and introduce yourself there, Leon.
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing?
And Michelle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you there, Leon, Michelle, what year did you guys decide to come into this world?
It was about 2007, December.
Wow, that was the first year of Virtual Worlds, 2007. Whoa. That's pretty cool. What was your expectations?
To learn to build when I first started. Learn to build and DJ.
Well, when I first started, I just wanted to get to know everything and act crazy and, just spend my time, being at home. But now, it's I like it. I love building, and that's what I got into, and I wouldn't change it for anything else.
Oh, cool. So, what part of the country you two? Now, because you two actually live together, right?
Yes.
Oh my God, you can't get mad and hear each other, and then you have to go look at each other. Oh my gosh. Oh, so I'm just.
Ain't that the truth?
So you two are both the owners of S&M Creations, right?
Yes.
So, be honest, who does the most building?
I do.
Okay.
I do some too now, but he does all the constructional building on the sim.
Oh, all right. Now, how about clothes?
Both of us.
Oh, cool. And I see you're doing mesh.
Oh, yes.
Oh, man, love it.
Oh, are you making your own, or are you importing, or how are you doing that?
Usually make our own or importing. It goes both ways.
Oh, cool. I'm curious, is there any favorite program that you use? Or is it... I use SketchUp. I mean, that's the easiest one there is around. I use a little thing called SketchUp when I doodle easy stuff in Mesh and drag it out. That's how
I do majority of my stuff in Blender.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, I like Blender.
Are you in the 2.6, 2.46? I think it is the 2.46 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got that here. I play with that once in a while. A lot of people know I can do all my videos.
I just gotta get my Avatar back because
okay.
redid my whole computer.
Oh yeah, that's what I heard. You guys went through all that. I don't know. So, what brought you all to Atek?
Actually,
you mind if I ask?
No.
But one thing I will let you know, I don't talk about that other grid. We don't bring their name up. We call it the other grid. If you're going to talk about it, we call it the other grid.
The other grids.
Okay. A friend of ours that plays here brought us here, asked us to come here. They knew us from other grids and wanted us to bring our creations here. And I've known them a very long time, the same amount of it playing SL.
Yeah, we can say Second Life, but we don't say that other grid.
Yeah, we
don't give them no free publicity for nothing.
I know.
Exactly.
Right. So, what?
Be nice over there, Adam.
Oh well, I was nice to them. So I'll tell you what. I know when you all first came here, I went over your land. It was kind of shaky. Then I heard that they changed the UID, and then next thing I know, you guys were like, your shit was gone. I'm like, what happened to it? So I asked Atek manager. He goes, oh yeah, they changed the UID, and they had to. We got them hooked up over on another sim now, or something like that. So you guys want to tell me about that, or what's going on?
Actually, we got over to another sim through Doc, and that he got us a sim over there, and he kept moving us around because he just saw the builds we were having. And then Leon just took over, and he said, okay, this is where we're staying, and let me do my building. So he started his New York Little Mesh City like we've had in the other grid.
I love it. I love the burnt out stuff and everything. Because look, I used to go into New York City in the mid '80s. and it was a nasty place. I mean, nasty. And I'll be honest with you, the mayor that just passed away, he cleaned that place up big time. So yeah, your build is pretty close to the early '80s of New York City. Trust me.
That's what I was looking for. Like, you know, like the grunge, the grunge look. You know, road down,
Yeah.
Everything on fire. You know, just stuff like that, graffiti, and I just love it, man.
You got a great theme on it. It's great.
Oh yeah.
It kind of reminds me a little Gotham City from that too.
Exactly. It does.
Yeah, I wish I could put my off sim around, but I got these other sims around it, and it will swallow them, so I can't do that. But I just, make do what I can do to.
Hey, so what do you think of this console that they've got over here in Atek? I mean, for backing up your stuff, I mean, how easy can it be?
Yeah, I love it, man. It's just
like boom, one click, all your stuff's backed up, man.
Yep.
Our drive, it's like it's there. You'll never lose nothing. You know what I mean? Isn't it great?
It is. It's exactly great. And I mean, I encourage more people to come over here, and they're growing very rapidly, but you can back this up, back your sim up, whatever you got, and you don't have to worry about losing it, because it sure isn't going to happen on the Otherworld or SL.
Oh, what gets me is that I'm not all this big pro Atek thing, because a lot of people don't realize something. Atek really isn't like a grade. It's a service. It's a company that services a bunch of other companies. So it's when people say Atek Grid's big, Atek Grid really isn't that big. It's the companies that use Atek, this little area right here. These are real big, large companies in real life that actually are in here creating a service. So it's a little bit different,
Yeah.
People say, hey, it's just like Second Life. No, it's not. You come here to create your own Second Life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They sell grids and they service grids, and that's what they do. So yeah, it's a different thing. So it's another grid I really like a lot is Kitely. I like Kitely. I like the way they got it set up. I do. It took me forever to understand it, but once I got to understand Kitely, I went, hey, this is pretty cool. I like it. I really do. And I'm a big fan of Kitely. At first I was leery because what do you mean I can't get there because I got to start the sim up? But once you learn it, Kitely's really got a great program going on. But that's all I got to say. What I'd like to know is, what's your plans? Trying to work with the new, they call it the game token, the GT. Have you learned to understand what the GT is yet?
I'm on a still learning basis with that.
Well, it's not that hard. I'll tell you what. It's backed by every GT that's out there. They got $4 backing it, okay? For every one that's issued, they have to cover it by $4. It's a bank. So once you, and then they want to buy it back, okay? They want you to cash your GTs in. People don't realize this because for every GT that's still out there, they have to match that money, all right? So when people say, hey, I want to cash my GTs in, they're like, yes, we're ready to buy them from you right now, and we will not charge you a dime. Did you notice that?
Yes, I did notice that.
So that's the whole object of that. See, because the more GTs that are out there, the more money it takes for them to cover it, the more that you guys want to cash and turn back into real dollars, the less they have to cover.
Yeah.
And that's the way it works. They've already made their money when they sold it and when it's been put out there. And that's what's going on. And I've heard a lot of bad, negative flow about it, but once you understand it, you'll say, oh, I see what's going on.
Yeah.
So it can work. I've tried other currencies, and I'm whatever. So how do you guys feel about bringing your product to an open sim, though? I mean, it's always leery about that,
And I'm sure Leanna would agree. I think I like it. I want to get our stuff out there to other grids to see. I do notice that a lot of when you have open grids and small grids, they're still back in, I call it the 90s mode of close, and they don't have the mesh people out there.
Okay. What I'm talking about is security. If somebody buys a product of yours, and it's a big deal that you guys make sure that you keep your permissions on that, all right?
Yeah.
So,
oh yeah.
certain things can't be, somebody comes from another grid and buys your stuff. I think they can buy from here, can't they?
Yes, but they got to have the G dollars. Yeah, but they got to still get the G dollars through here if they don't have currency in the other grid.
Right. That's not a big problem. Cool. Yeah, I see. That's pretty good. And are you planning on becoming part of the new vendor system that they're going to do?
Yes.
That's pretty exciting, isn't it? That goes right into your inventory. Boom,
yes.
Done.
It's way better than the marketplace.
And about the security of our stuff being out on the open sim, I'm not really too worried about that because everything I sell, when you buy it and you open it, you get a note card and it's TOS, and it's plainly simple and tells you if you break any TOS of our products or copying it or anything and trying to resell it to anybody, that would require state lawyers, real life lawyers.
Oh yeah. If you guys ever watch my videos, it's always got the little 01 Time Studio on it. That's my watermark. All my videos are watermarked. Alycerin, Romance Couture, everything's watermarked. People don't realize that. You put a little watermark on things. And they don't know where to look for it. And it's easy. It's in a layer. You just undo the layer. Somebody has it. It's still layered. Boom. You can find your watermarks. So if you guys are watermarking, get into watermarking. It's worth it in the long run. It makes it a lot easier. Okay. I mean, it's just the way it is. So how is it compared to that other grid, this simulator? What do you think? This is the 8.01, which I think it's a little buggy myself, but they have their own developer on this team, so this one's a little bit better than some of the other sims I've been on.
I think when you always start any grid like yourself, Adam, new grids, that you're always going to have the buggy point until you get stabled.
Right.
But other than that, I feel here it's a very rapid growing grid, and I'm seeing a lot of hyper grids coming over, exploring different things, and just to come to explore a sim because they'll hear stuff. So I think there's really a lot of potential here.
I mean, that's just like in any grid, I mean, when they first start them up, they're going to have bugs in them, I mean, there's always going to be something that's going on. You got to live with that, But I mean, it doesn't bother me because I've been through it. And I just love it. I just love this. This is a second world to me. It makes me escape time.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what I like about Atek. I can log in. Last place I was at, I had troubles logging in. Okay, that's a big deal. I can't log in here. It's like you guys. You spend all your time, spend about 3 or 4 hours running around getting your video done, and it's time to sit down at your desk and do the stuff, and then all of a sudden you can't log in. You're like, jeezy peasy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like, I'm really pulling my hair out of my head, and then you finally get them on Skype, How about the communication here? What do you think about Atek's communication? I mean,
I think it's great.
I mean, I go pick on the manager every day. He's down there.
So do I. and his wife, I go pick on Steve. Yeah. I've had nice, great conversations with her in open mic.
I wait for him to fall asleep. I go over and tip him. Yeah. Over.
But I'm sure, Adam, if you listen to yourself and probably talk to Atek one-on-one on the mic or whatever, he's got a lot of potential. What he wants to do, like you said, with the marketplace, the vendors, he's thinking way outside the box.
I hear it every day, kid. I hear it every day. And you guys will know one thing, that when they contacted me about doing work in advertising for them and doing work for them, it was a month before I took a month and looked at them. I actually did all their backgrounds, started looking at the different real life companies that were in here to see if they were for real. These guys are pretty for real. Mm-hmm. And then I'll tell you, like on the last show, the guy says, Chandra's, Chandra, she IMs me and she emails me and says, you're not taking us serious, are you? I said, I'm taking you real serious, but you want me to do a show on your console, and hell, I haven't even figured it out yet.
Exactly.
And, the next week you guys change it on me. So I says, well, how about we just get in there and advertise? What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, and when Atek told me that you were doing, the videos for here and the promotion, I told him, I said, I've known Adam a very long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I DJ'd for him for a long time. I said, he's really good. He does really great videos and does a lot of real talk. So I said, take it.
It's amazing. When you're very vocal like me, you become a target. So be careful.
Yeah.
And get picked on. Because I got an abuse report a few weeks ago from that other grid. And I've been banned from that grid a long time, okay? I mean, my IP hasn't hit that grid in over a year. And I got an abuse report, okay? So...
Imagine that.
I get a giggle out of that stuff. That's a well-oiled machine. So I love picking on them.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I like Second Life. I don't like the way how slow the wheels turn over there, but I do know one thing. I never had a Linden ever mess with me in world. You know what I mean?
I haven't either.
Me either.
You know what I mean? It's just expensive. Just damn it, it's expensive, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
And
that would be too, opening that long.
And I'll find that you'll find that Atek's involved with some of the old people that were part of that.
Yeah. Yes.
And so we know that. Is there anything you'd like to bring up? Any direction that your company is going to be going, Leon or Michelle?
Well, we're just going to keep building and building, and we will be having our little grand opening on our sim. We're getting it almost done to have everything out there. So we are going to have a party down there, and I know they're working on having some other grids come there to look because they want to transfer over to the GTs.
Now, I know that you were voted one of the best DJs when you're over in SL. Am I correct?
Yes.
And so you'll be DJing here. I've heard your show many a times. It's R-rated, folks.
Yes, very.
If you don't like the F word, then don't effing go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. And
we're all adults here.
It's not PG, and I know you play some great hip hop remix, and I like that stuff.
Yeah.
It's not bad for an old man my age. Trust me.
Yes. How many times have we shared music? You're saying, "Hey, what was that song? Let me get that."
And better watch out, Leon, because we've already proven, me and Doc Smirnov proved that they have better breasts over here in Atek.
It's just more for me to squeeze.
That's right. They're rounder. They got rounder and pixel. And then I created a new word the other day. It's called primexual. Are you primexual? And how's your primexuality? You should read that. I sat down and tried to explain to people what primexual is. So, are you primexual? I get primexually excited when I start doing my builds. So, I guess you could be biprimexual here too.
Oh yes, I'm sure you could. We just don't ask. That's up to them.
Exactly.
I don't know. I've known you guys a while, and we even hired you to do some shows for us, Michelle, and you always did a great job. I remember Ellie going, "She's not going to say the F word, is she?" I'm like, "She's going to say the F word. Shut up and let her do her show, man."
And Adam always sat back there and said, "Waits for it. There it is."
It's like, there it goes. Yes.
Ellie, you owe me 100.
Yeah, I haven't spun no tunes in, I don't know, forever.
Now, do you DJ, Leon?
Yes, I do, but I haven't done it in a couple years, so, I mean, I'll be a little rusty, but it's just like riding a bike,
So, I'm curious.
I'm still up to date with all the tunes, trust me on that one.
Well, I'm curious now that you guys live together, you're both partners, and so, what do you do when you guys get in an argument in here?
We don't ever get in arguments.
You don't?
No.
You don't, huh? No?
We never get in an argument.
My.
Yeah,
here or in real life.
Okay, let me ask you though, who's got the best computer then?
He does.
I do.
Leon's got the bigger one, don't he?
Yes, he does. He's got the bigger monitor too, and a better HD card, graphic card.
I got an HD graphics card in my computer. It's got more memory. Yeah.
But he does more mesh uploading and building, so he needs that.
Sure we do.
Yeah.
I'm the mesh king.
I know, right? I know for a fact that I need an 8-core. I just ordered a new graphics card, gigawatts. I got more gigawatts and gigawatts and everything I know to run one program. I am a man builder. I know my promexuality. So, I know. So now, you do clothing. I'll be honest with you. Your clothing is not my style, and don't get mad at me, but maybe it can be. I'm an old fart in real life, so in real life I don't have tattoos, and in real life I don't know. I kind of like to have some of those pants in real life that you wear though. You know, I already wear them baggy as it is, so that's okay. That's because I got my Depends on underneath them.
Well, no, I mean, I've got some more stuff coming out. I mean, I got, nicer shirts that I'm working on and stuff like that. I mean, this is the way I dress. And, I mean, I don't sell anything in my store as an outfit. It's all separate. That way you can pick whatever you want to go whatever you want. You know, I mean, I'm just simple. That's the way I am.
Did you make that tattoo yourself?
Yes, I made this tattoo, and then I added it to my skin that I made. I made this skin too.
That's awesome, man. That's a good one.
So it's I don't wear a tattoo layer. I just put the skin on.
Put a skin on. Sure. Yeah, I'm with you, man, on that. Yeah.
But I also think, Adam, that when people come to these hypergrids, again, if they come from SL, a lot of them are looking for certain fashions and styles, and they want to keep up with the fashion styles. They're not looking for so much prim outfits anymore. They want that mesh.
Well, I'm going to tell you what I think about mesh. I've got great things to talk about mesh, and I got bad things to say about mesh. Because the next time I put on an alpha layer and it makes me look like a bow-legged boy. Oh, the jeans fit just fine. Now I look bow-legged because of the way the alpha layer works. Mesh is a hit and miss thing. And it's hit and miss. And if you look at Miss Virtual World's dress that she won in, that's mesh. That's rigged mesh that actually deforms, and it's pretty intense to make stuff like that. Oh my god!
Rigged mesh is hard, very hard. Rigged mesh is very hard to make.
Oh, it's intense.
I shouldn't say that. Fitted mesh is hard.
It's not really hard making rigged mesh. It's just learning how to rig the mesh.
There you go.
You see what
Exactly.
And you got to make it to where when you Avastar in Blender, that's what I use, bends, like all the joints, you bend the joints and you want to make sure there's no flares within the mesh. That's why my mesh, I don't have no flaws with it. I mean, I'll have to put on, I got, different sizes in, each shirt because, the male's avatars are not all the same size.
Right. We all know that. Small, medium, large, big, and real big. Oh, yeah. I've got one of those mesh things that go the HUD that I can get real big too.
That and the alpha layer's got to be just, cut right, just right, perfect for the outfit.
All right. What do you guys want out of the virtual world? I mean, really, what do you want? What is your goal?
To make it big. I like to get up there and just make it big. I want our creations everywhere.
Okay. You want S&M everywhere?
Yeah, get our name out there and, yeah.
Well, what I'd like to know, I mean, is do you think that there is, in the future, a room for mesh marijuana?
Yes, there is.
I think there really is.
Oh, yeah.
Mesh marijuana. I think, is it good? Is it bad? Should we have mesh marijuana in here? Should it be legal, or what's your idea on mesh marijuana?
Well, mesh marijuana, I think it should be legal, and I'll probably be the first one to make it.
Okay, all right. And do you think maybe we should get bongs here and do our own mesh marijuana get high session? Have you watched that YouTube show where it's called Getting High with what's his name?
Oh,
yeah.
It's great. It's great. So. Because I go over to Third Rock all the time, and I get high with Tommy Rock.
Yeah.
We've got our bongs. We sit back
Yeah.
on hitters. Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's good stuff. Good stuff. We always have some some really great, some Meshima walking, goo goo plant or something. We have always got some really good stank weed or something, but. But it's always good to laugh about stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'd really like to thank you, too, for coming on here and doing everything, but we're really out of time. I mean, really out of time. Hey, so everybody, goodbye. DJ Adam 01 time. We're out of here.